Join me as we head to Egypt and take a look at the Egyptian pyramids. Let me tell you something. There are hundreds of pyramids in Egypt, but today we're going to talk about the biggest one and figure out how it was built with the technology of the time. The biggest pyramid in Egypt is called Giza, which is actually the name of the city it's in. It might not look that massive in pictures, but it's actually huge, standing 146 meters tall, made from around 2,300,000 stone blocks. Any building needs a solid foundation, and this one's got a great one. If it didn't, it would collapse by now. The base of this structure is aligned perfectly with the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, which is crazy because they didn't have compasses back then. They used stars to find their way, and somehow they did it with amazing precision. 90% of the stones used are yellow limestone. When it was first built, the pyramid was covered with smooth, shiny limestone casing stones. But over time, those outer stones were stolen, which is why the pyramid looks like this now. Now here's where it gets wild. How they carved and prepared these stones. Back then, they only had copper tools, which are really soft. And carving stone with copper, that's insanely hard. And that's not the craziest part. The inside stones are even tougher. They're made of granite, which is super hard even by today's standards. Let's go back outside. The blocks that make up the pyramid may not look that big in pictures, but each one is about 1 meter by 2.5 meters in size, 1.5 meters tall, and weighs between 6.5 and 10 tons. And the crazy part, these blocks were transported from 900 kilometers away. They used boats on the Nile to move them, and then dragged them across the desert. They made massive wooden sleds, and old drawings show that people pulled these huge stones across the sand. That explains the first couple of layers. But the higher they went, the harder it got. So how did they lift those massive stones up so high? There's no painting or record of how they actually did it. Some say it was done by slaves, but that's probably not true. If it were, the stones wouldn't be placed this precisely. They're so perfectly aligned you can't even slide a credit card between them. It's said that there used to be a city around the pyramid, and the people were proud that the largest pyramid built for their king was in their city, so they helped build it. Everything we've said so far is based on science and research, but there's still a lot we don't know. And that's why so many theories have popped up over the years. Like the most famous one, aliens built the pyramids. It might sound crazy. They say humans back then couldn't possibly lift those stones to 140 meters high. This structure held the title of tallest man-made building for 3,800 years. How do you think they built it?